In the spirit of April Fools, I want to tell you not one, but two stories. One of them is the greatest April Fool's Day joke ever played on me. So grab something to drink. Let me tell you a story. So in high school, I swam on the swim team. And I had a buddy of mine, Steve Jackson. We're still friends to this day. Best friend I've ever had. Guy's awesome. He swam on the swim team too. Both of us are on varsity swimming, and we had a swim meet to go to. And basically wherever Steve was, I was a shadow. I was right there next to him. So we were supposed to meet the bus to go to the swim meet, and prior to, both of us had read about carbo loading. Go eat as many carbs as you can because we were swimmers, okay? We took it very, very seriously, and we wanted to do everything we could to be as fast as we could. So Steve and I get in his truck, and we go to a restaurant in town where we grew up, where we went to school, called the Village Inn. Village Inn was like a Denny's or a IHOP or anything like that, and Village Inn had some of the greatest breakfast. Really, the whole town, that's where they went. So we proceed to go to the restaurant and we order. And it was pretty much understood I was broke, okay? Steve knew that, I knew that, but he said, hey, look, man, don't worry about it, I got you. Order whatever you want. So I did. Oh, yeah. I was a fat boy in training, and I ordered pancakes and eggs and bacon and, the works. Orange juice, milk, the whole nine yards. And we proceeded to just tuck in, and I mean, we ate carbs. Just carbs, man. So we get through, and I am stuffed like a tick. Just full. Steve leans over, and he reaches back for his wallet. He goes, this look on his face, he's like, hey. So I lean in, and he says, I left my wallet at home. And I'm like, hey, dude, what do you mean you left your wallet at home? You know what? Go get it. You don't live very far from here. Go get it. No, I can't go get it. Mom and Dad are gone. They're gone. I have no way to get back in the house. I'm like, Steve, what are we going to do? I don't have a dime, dude. So he thought about it for a second. He looks at me and he goes, I tell you what, there's only one thing we can do. And I said, what? He said, all right, look, dude, when I get up, you haul ass to the door. Get out of this restaurant. We're ditching this check. We are going to blow this check. You run like hell. Get up and make for the door. And I sat there for a minute. I go, man, I can't do that. Steve's like, wait a minute, this is serious. I don't have a dime. We got to get out of here. I said, Steve, everyone in this town knows who we are. He goes, doesn't matter. They're not fast enough to catch us. I'm going to get up in a second. And when I get up, you haul ass. You run for that door. So I didn't like it, man. I was all nervous and stuff. And all of a sudden, Steve, he stands up. And, dude, I ran for that door, bro. Everything left my head. I mean, I hit the door. And I ran through that parking lot. 7 o'clock in the morning. And I get in the front seat of the truck. And as soon as I sat down in the front seat of the truck, I see through the window of this restaurant every 50 people, every set of eyes looking at me. The manager, hands on his hips, and Steve at the cash register with his wallet in his hand, paying the check. Humiliated. Absolutely blown away that someone could be so mean and so cruel. He gets back to the truck and he goes, April Fools. Greatest April Fool's Day joke anyone's ever played on me to this day. I am 51 years old. All right, so enough of that. Here's the story. I want to tell you the story. So when I was a kid, and I'm talking about now, 8 years old, um, we lived in Texas. We've gone over that. I lived in Texas, and my family, my dad had a very large chicken coop built, and in that chicken coop were not chickens, but were turkeys. Big, probably 30 turkeys in this thing, and they stunk. And I mean the whole, I say neighborhood, that we had no neighbors, but the whole area smell, man. Yeah, anybody that's ever lived anywhere near turkeys knows that that is just stinky, man. And so my dad woke up one day and couldn't take it one more second, and made the decision that we were going to butcher all of those turkeys, and we were going to do it that morning. And so he woke up his boys. He had 3 boys. Woke up his boys. He'd already built a fire. He had a 55-gallon drum of water that was boiling, and he had 5-gallon paint cans, the metal paint cans, that he was going to set each one of us boys up, and he was going to butcher a turkey, let it flop around, and then hand it to us, and we were to dip it in the water and pull the feathers. And that's a painful job. It is a stinky job, and it is just disgusting. But we're going to do it. So he goes in. Everybody's got water. We're ready. And he goes in and bang, pops the head off one of the turkeys. Turkey goes through the yard running around. We all thought it was funny. You've heard the story or heard the saying, running around like a chicken with their head cut off. Well, it's a real thing. They just ran around, and we all laughed, and turkey'd fall over. And then my dad would grab another turkey and boom, pop off another head, and thing would run around. And once it stopped flopping around, then you would take the turkey, you dip it in this boiling water, and you just get handfuls of feathers, and you'd reach in and pull out its innards, and you dress this turkey. And my mother's job was then to take that turkey after it had been dressed, wrap it in butcher paper, and throw it. We had a big deep freeze. I'm talking about one of those big, large deep freezes. So we put this turkey in. And this whole thing was going on for about an hour and a half. My hands were like hamburger. I mean, just burnt and stunk like turkey. And it was just, but we were having a great time because every couple of minutes there'd be another turkey running around, and, there's no head on him, and he'd flop around, and oh my God. It was very fun if it wasn't for the hand and stuff. Well, we get about halfway through. We've gotten about 15, 20 turkeys in. And my dad goes to get this turkey, and he lops its head off, throws it into the yard, kind of turns his back on it. And it takes 3 steps and launches itself into the air. My dad, he missed this turkey for clipping his wings. So this turkey, and I didn't know at the time, but those things can fly. And they fly beautiful. I can understand why Benjamin Franklin wanted to make it our national bird. Or our national symbol. This thing just majestic. No head, just majestic as could be. 3 steps, boom, 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 and then takes off and starts flying. And it gets higher and higher and higher. And there's nothing between this turkey and our only neighbor, Herbert. He lived about, 300-400 yards away on another road. But there was nothing in between. And we watched this bird about chest high. Didn't get more than 10 feet in altitude. But he just kept going. And then, boom! Hits Herbert's front door. Scares the bejesus out of the old man. It's about a 90-year-old man. And I understand why old people have such bad attitudes. Most old people, they're sore. They don't feel like they used to. They know what it's like to feel good. Oh, Herbert had a real bad attitude. Hated life. And boom! Scared the bejesus out of it. So we're all looking around like, oh man. And all of a sudden, you can see him. I'm looking up every once in a while, and I see him open this door. And he looks down, and he sees this turkey, kind of flopping a little bit. And he looks, and he sees what's going on because we got a smoke, we got fire, all that burning. So Herbert throws the turkey in the back of his truck, and I told my dad, I said, "Hey, Daddy, he's coming." And my dad's like, He doesn't say anything. He just, you know. So he lights up a cigarette. This guy comes into the front yard, and Dad's like, you boys keep working. So he goes over there, and he leans in, and he sees the man sitting there, and they're talking, and they're talking low. Not like there's any yelling or screaming going on. But you can see my dad just sigh, and he reaches in the bed of the pickup, grabs that turkey out. He walks over to me, drops the turkey in front of me, and he says, "Hey, dress this for Herbert." And I was like, "What, you son of a gun?" So I did that thing, and my hand's just bleeding and raw, and I ended up having to pluck a turkey for that old man. But it sure was fun to watch that sucker flying with no head on him, trying to get away from all this. Have a good night.